In Egypt, a scarcity in supply of the country's most famous export cotton is reviving interest in the crop. Well, that revival is having a positive impact on the country's local manufacturing industry. Take a look.
For centuries, Egyptian cotton was graded the best in the world, making it the first choice for makers of superior beddings and clothings, the country's white gold. Last year, production of the historic crop hit a more than 100-year low because of a drop in quality. The result was scarcity of the product that has been pushing up prices. But those in the business say the demand for the real thing is bringing life to the long-neglected business.
As a result of the role played by the Cotton Egyptian Association in protecting Egyptian cotton, combating commercial fraud in the world and our cooperation with global retailers, there is now more focus on selecting suppliers who use 100% Egyptian cotton. This increased demand for Egyptian cotton, both raw and yarn, increased the price of Egyptian cotton, encouraging farmers to plant more cotton the next year.
There are still challenges with sufficient supply of Egypt's long staple cotton to meet the growing demand. Egypt now looks to reclaiming its place of preeminence as the world's best cotton producer, with hopes of a lucrative export opportunity. Local manufacturers are already scaling up production.
We were dealing with 8 or 9 companies. This year I'm dealing with 16 companies, but this is compared to 2016, because in 2014 and 2015 business was bad. But with this new cotton now, things have become different. And of course, clients are increasing because we have companies in Pakistan and Bangladesh making requests and we send yarn to them.
In a bid to save its white gold, Egypt banned all but the highest quality cotton seeds. A recent decision to float its currency is also helping impact the entire manufacturing industry positively. Other aspects are also recording increase in production due to rising patronage since the decision.
Egyptian products have been able to prove themselves in the market as the same quality of imported goods. After the flotation of the currency, it became hard for importers to sell chocolate at the old prices, and therefore consumers were forced to turn to local products which enjoy the same quality of the imported.
Floating the pound helped Egypt secure a $12 billion IMF loan in return for a reform program. It also raised customs tariffs on many luxury goods to cover 50%, plugged customs loopholes and tightened quality controls, all in a bid to boost its local manufacturing and check trade deficit.
Well, in Southern Africa, business is booming for a winery in Malawi, which makes a local drink called Linga fruit wine. Lamek Messina has the story from Lilongwe.
It started as a hobby. Timothy Ngwira learned how to make wine from a retiring missionary in 1978. Ngwira, a biochemist, had a knack for the process.
I was using our pantry, the kitchen pantry, for the bottles. And of course, when the demand became bigger, the pantry became fuller, and therefore the kitchen has priority over my wine.
So he started his winery business in 2006 here in Malawi's capital, Lilongwe. The wine is produced from 8 local fruits. The results are sweet. Ngwira says it is different from the usual grape wine, which can be drier in taste. The alcohol content is about the same at 13.5%.
So this is our main maturation room where wine stays for up to 5 years. We have the fruit wines, mulberry, plum. We have chidede, which is the hibiscus. We have the rosetta. So all these are here and they mature here.
Business has been good. Linga is now sold in several wine shops and international chain stores in Malawi.
With the international market, we have had inquiries from states, we have had inquiries from Zimbabwe, and we have sent a consignment to UK.
Ngwira is a scientist at heart. He invites science students from the local university to take part in internships to learn about fermentation and food safety.
I'm making sure the product is safe for consumption so that whoever is drinking this wine enjoys it, knowing that it is free of any microbes and free of any contamination.
The business also provides income to local farmers who sell their fruits to the winery.
We previously were facing a lot of problems because we had no reliable market to sell the fruits. We were even going about begging for food.
As demand increases, Ngwira is running out of space. He says the winery may soon be ready to expand. Lamek Masina for VOA News, Lilongwe.
Well, and that's our show for today. Now be sure to go to voaafrica.com for all the world's biggest news stories. I'm Vincent McCory in Washington, and Chamberlain has our last word from Lagos.
Well, thanks, Vincent. We look forward to bringing you another show next week. Check out our channel's website too. It's channelstv.com for all our local news and program information anytime, any day. I'm Chamberlain Uso. Goodbye.